Hi guys, welcome back to Pac-Man World 2.
I thought we already went into the volcano.
Remember I died.
Did you get game over?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I was so close to the end too. Like, it's actually disgusting.
Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to like not start until you actually got there?
Oh.
It's fine, it's fine.
Well guys, sorry, we're liars. We're just horrible liars.
Yep. It's fine.
Come on, here we go.
I don't remember where you were. And we totally could have pulled up the footage of the last episode and found it, but I don't care. I do like how this transitions from cold to hot.
Yeah.
Can you get up there? You get a butt bounce? Or...
Yeah, I can get up there. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Anyway, how's everyone's day going?
I'm tired. I was until... So, if anyone's watched the KFC series or started last night, I was editing the first episode, realized that for all the episodes, the PC audio didn't record properly because we're fucking amateurs. And,
Hey, what are you guys, amateurs?
Yes. And, it just, OBS had updated at some point and changed the sound settings and just didn't change it back. So,
This one's hard.
Since the last time we recorded a PC game. So I have been manually putting in all the music myself and doing the fading and all that, and it's a whole pain in the ass.
Damien's been doing great.
I'm exhausted. I was up till 2 a.m. I wake up at 8 a.m. every day for work. So
yeah, we have jobs. We're employed bros.
So subscribe so we can
not do that.
Not do that.
Hell yeah.
So we don't have to work for the man. We just have to work for Google.
What the fuck? Oh, that was stupid. So is jobs.
Jobs is stupid.
They are. How dumb. You mean to tell me I have to be here every single day just to survive? What the fudge?
It's awful.
Honestly, kind of stupid.
And gotta ride these flying cutting boards to the Cracker Barrel pegs. They do just look like cutting boards.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
Can you double?
So
oh no, you can't double jump. You just butt bounce, don't you?
Correct. Oh, well, I just jump, really.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, you jump,
this.
and then if you try to jump again, you butt bounce.
I got this. I know I do. I've done it before. This was not a difficult...
Yeah, eat those balls. You've done it before.
Now, that was diabolical, and...
As Pac-Man.
That was...
As Pac-Man.
Uh-huh.
That's what I meant.
Yep. I'm on to you.
You're on to me?
Yep. Come on. Alright, now let me fix my... Oh, I actually might not even need to fix my camera. Huh.
This game is also terrible for trying to fix your camera. Bruh.
Camera. Hey, I'm blaming it on the camera.
Blame it on the camera.
Blame it on the juice. Got you feeling loose.
You have 16 lives.
Yeah, there's no way I got a game. I don't know why we gotta start here. But
Maybe didn't save.
Oh man, that would stink.
Well, I mean, it saved the footage. Maybe it didn't save because you got a game over and we just didn't progress at all.
I can't get a game over. I mean, I have 16 lives.
You definitely can get a game over.
How dare you lie to me like this?
I wonder if game overs just take you back.
I jumped! Yeah!
I wonder if game overs just take you back to your last save and that's why you still have 16 lives.
Oh, that'd be cool. I wish I would know that for sure. That's kind of... I like that.
I don't know. I mean, this is all assumption.
Oh man, you know what they say about assumptions?
Makes an ass out of you and me.
I've always hated that.
What?
Like that saying.
Why?
I don't know. It's so like it's legit, but I don't know why. I've always hated it. Maybe because like I've always been told that. It was so often that I was told that. It's like, oh, well, you know about assuming, and I'm like, okay, bro, we get it. Like, calm down.
Everyone says it like they're the wisest person in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do try not to assume. Like, I always have a good idea of. Oh, that was bad timing. That was bad timing.
That was, but that's all I am in this game.
Bad timing.
Mm-hmm.
Emily is bad timing.
Welcome back to Chimaera Crew, where Emily is bad timing.
I was waiting for him to kill you.
You thought. What the hell? What the heliante? Aww. Oh well.
It's okay.
I can figure it out.
It's okay. You're warming up. This is the first episode of this session, so.
That is true. Thank you for that. I needed that. I needed to hear that. Mine?
No, it always cracks me up when people, like... I've called out everybody for this, and I'm guilty of this, too. but when people like use something that's very popular, a very popular saying or internet culture, and they use it to sound like the smartest person in the room because they've heard 10 other people say it. And I'm just like,
okay.
and I'm just like, yeah, you're not the first guy to have this thought. This is not an original thought, sir. Oh yeah, boy.
Okay. Cool. It won't let me fix the camera now.
Just give it a sec. There you go.
Give me that fucking check mark. Give me.
Check.
Same thing. It's a check mark though. Don't you dare. Don't do that. You sound disappointed like my father. Okay, we're gonna go to this middle one. Womp womp. Haha! Here I am.
I am on this non-falling platform.
Look at this. Oh, well, never mind. He had a great stance. Okay.
It was a very Captain Hammer stance.
You guys fell off. Imagine falling off these platforms.
Imagine falling off these platforms.
Falls off the platform.
Have you ever seen Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog?
Nope.
I need to show it to you.
No, you don't.
It's amazing.
You don't need to show me shit.
It's great.
I'm just joking.
So it's Neil Patrick Harris, okay? And he plays like the world's worst supervillain. Like, he doesn't really want to be a bad person, but he kind of, like, he just aspires to be a villain. But he's also a good guy, and he, like, has this crush on this girl he goes to the laundromat with, and... Damn.
We're not going to talk about it. Just keep talking about the Neil Patrick Harris.
But it was made by the Whedon brothers, like Joss Whedon, who like made like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Avengers. Anyway, nice. So he's kind of a good guy. He just wants to be a bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the superhero of the world. Damn, you're getting fucked up by those things this time.
Dude, I don't know how I'm supposed to go around them at this point.
You just gotta rush, like, when you get to that point.
I mean, this game is not about rushing.
I know it's not. But anyway.
No, that's what you told me. I'm just making fun of it now.
So, you know who Nathan Fillion is?
No.
You would know if you saw his face.
Probably, honestly. Maybe I can make it by running.
Maybe.
I missed the harm at this point.
There you go. There you go.
No, don't touch me. I'm scared.
He was in Firefly. He was in Castle.
Yeah, I forgot about this thing.
He's been in a ton of things. Anyway, he's Captain Hammer, and Captain Hammer is a superhero, but he's a douchebag. And him and Dr. Horrible are like arch enemies.
Okay.
But it's a musical, and it's like less than an hour long, maybe an hour long. It's got Howard from Big Bang Theory. He's in it. His name's Moist because he's always fucking sweaty. But it's just a little silly. It's really short. It was like a little internet web series, and then they just combine it all into one. You can watch for free on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my favorite musical, if not like up there. And it's really short.
Better than Grease and shit?
Huh?
Better than Grease and shit?
I don't really like Grease.
Wow, that hurts me.
Grease is well, the second one is worse about this, but Grease is a little like, how do I want to say this to be YouTube friendly? There, some of the insinuations on like putting some of the girls in like tense situations where
I already know what you're about to say. Yeah.
they feel obligated to perform sexual acts. You know, like those vibes sometimes I'm like, I don't like it. And I know like John Travolta's character is not that bad about that, but the rest of the guys are.
Yeah, there's a whole song about it.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Grease 2, because they like convince the one girl that the world's ending, so they have to like have sex to repopulate.
There is that famous song though. It's like, tell me more, like
Did you get very far?
Yeah.
Tell me more. Does he look like a bitch?
I like that. I like that. I forget where that came from. Like,
it was because in Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson is asking the guy if John Travolta looks like a bitch.
Yeah.
And
he's not asking John Travolta.
No, he's asking if he's asking the guy, does he look like a bitch? Like,
nah, you haven't watched that movie, have you?
I thought that was the scene because they're always together.
No, they're together. He's not asking if he, like, the guy thinks that John Travolta looks like a bitch. He's asking if the guy thinks that this guy named Marcellus Wallace looks like a bitch.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I don't like Pulp Fiction personally.
That's okay. You don't have to like Pulp Fiction.
I also don't like Quentin Tarantino personally. Like as a director, his style's not for me.
That's fair.
I also don't like stories told out of order. I think we've talked about this before.
We have. I was so close. I hate this.
So I don't like I love the idea of The Witcher if it was told in order.
Yeah.
But
just like Pulp Fiction would be just any other basic 70s, 80s movie if it wasn't for the fact that it was like not told in.
I'd probably love it if it was told in order.
And I think it'd be kind of basic. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I do find it kind of weird that Quentin Tarantino was wanting to be the guy that played Jimmy. And Jimmy drops the most N-words in the entire movie.
Yeah. The only thing...
I feel like he just needed to get some shit out of his system, I guess.
It's like Theo Von. Oh, when I need to say it, I just write it down.
Oh, unfortunately, but yeah, but like, you didn't just write it down. Oh God, you need to watch that scene.
He gets away with it because of like Samuel L. Jackson's like respect for him. Because people asked him one time, like, do you ever have an issue with how much he writes the hard R, how much he writes the N-word? And like, has that ever been an issue for you? And he said, whenever he calls me up to play a character, he always has me playing the smartest guy in the room. Whether I'm an evil bastard or a good guy, I'm always the smartest guy in the room and the most capable. He's like, and that would not be possible for a racist to do.
Yeah.
So it's like he gets that pass, like
that is so valid
from Samuel Jackson.
I can see why, like, he wouldn't care and whatnot.
I love his one interview where he was talking about his character. I can't remember his name right now. Is it Steven in Django? And because originally, when he heard about the project, he thought he was going to play Django, and he's like, "You're a little too old to play Django." And he's like, "Here's the character," and I'm going to paraphrase here, but Samuel Jackson called him. I was like, "You want me to play the most evil black man in history?" Is what you're saying, in cinema. And he's like, "Yes," and he's like, "I love it." But
nice. Needed that. That was fuck. Wait, now I gotta redo it all again. Ah, shit balls.
But no, I mean,
I can do it.
I like Django Unchained. I do, but I've tried watching Pulp Fiction. I didn't like it.
Did you ever like Kill Bill?
I never watched Kill Bill.
Kill Bill's actually not bad. It's.
I like Uma Thurman, and
I think it's a decent story. It's different, in my opinion. It's like it's also told in two different parts. You got Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2.
Mm-hmm.
It goes it's hard. It's and by hard I mean like it's not hard to watch. Like it just goes hard. It goes hard.
Well, it's
I like it.
He's talked about Kill Bill kind of being like his out, because you know how he's always talked about how he's only ever have 10 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone's always asked him, will you make a Kill Bill 3? Because the way that 2 ends, I know it's like kind of insinuated that there might be a third one.
Might be.
And he's like, I suppose what I could do is say, all the Kill Bills are one movie, and then I give myself 2 more movies. So it might be his like out to be able to make more movies than just 10. And still say like he's only written 10 stories basically. I do want to watch Hateful Eight. I feel like I've seen most of the movie through clips. But
I've never seen that neither. Yeah, no, I'm down to watch that.
I
don't mind Quentin Tarantino. I really don't. It's just that he can be a little bit like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, that.
Just risque.
Risque, and it's like it's kind of like, especially for Pulp Fiction, especially for it to be like one of my favorite movies. There's some very hard scenes in it to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know about some of the hard scenes, but
I do. And it's kind of like Rob Zombie movies, where there was one scene that was an essay scene, and the girl was like not comfortable doing it, and there was a couple guys that weren't comfortable with it, and they were like, you're gonna make a lot of women, especially women, but even men too. You're gonna make a lot of them have trouble getting through this scene because of personal experiences. And Rob Zombie's response, I heard about this, I never read this before, but his response was apparently like, well then get over it, or I'll find somebody else who will do it.
Which is not
And,
okay.
I mean,
It depends, though. It is Rob Zombie, for instance.
Well,
it's a scary movie. It's not going to be pretty.
it's not even that's Rob Zombie. It's if you have a story you want to tell and you tell people, hey, this is what's in the story, and then they're suddenly uncomfortable with it. I mean, even the masses will decide if it's acceptable or not, right? And so if somebody suddenly says, it would be like, let's water it down way more, okay? Say somebody has, Scarlett Johansson in a movie, okay? And they're like, by the way, this movie will have a nude scene. And she signs a contract. And then suddenly she's not okay with there being a nude scene. You know what's in the movie before you sign up for it. Like you're I believe they're usually briefed on that kind of stuff. You can't suddenly decide, I'm not okay with that. You'll get fired. They're not just going to take it out. I mean, you might get a body double if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But regardless, the scene with your face is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I actually used that example of Scarlett Johansson for the opposite reason. She actually tried to do a nude scene in Shutter Island, I think. I believe she's in that movie. And the director said no, and everyone was mad at him for it. But anyway, like, there's, every actor and actress has their limits on things that they're willing to do and compromise. And it's like, if the character needs to do that and you're not willing to do it, then you can't do the character.
Yeah.
Because that's the story they're trying to tell. They're not trying to water it down for your personal feelings. You are not representing yourself in that movie. You are representing the character that they've written for you.
Yes. But still, I can understand there being boundaries and whatnot, especially when it comes to certain topics like that. But like I said, I can understand Rob Zombie's thing because he is a scary movie guy. It's not like it's a comedy film, for instance, like how I learned recently that Cat Williams was trying to help people in like certain movies because they were like trying to have like scenes in it, but it's supposed to be like a comedy movie. And Cat Williams looked at them and he was like, "This is never funny."
Yeah.
At all.
Which
like,
I'm gonna have to censor that twice now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, he's like, it's never funny.
It's not. And I mean, there's definitely comedians who have made like a joke kind of adjacent to it, and they've done it in a funny way, but usually it's about themselves. And it's like Aziz Ansari was talking about it once, and he was like, I don't want to wake up one day and be like, man, I fucked my t-ball coach. And he's like, I want that to stay buried. That was his joke about it, because he was just talking about how it's crazy how people can just bury things like that. But he's using himself as to joke about that. He's not like, making fun of anybody else. That's the only way you can do that. And it can't be a scene itself. Like, it's never funny from when it's happening. But with Rob Zombie, with the horror movies and stuff, like you said, it's a horror movie. It's one thing if it's like, hey, by the way, we changed the scene and now there's an essay scene in this movie. And they're like, okay, I didn't fucking sign up for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
You didn't sign up for that. Like, that's completely different.
That's so fair to me.
But if it's like, by the way, this is what we're looking for, this is what will be required of you, and you're suddenly not okay with it, well, unfortunately, this is the story he's trying to tell. And again, like I said, the general public will decide if that's acceptable or not.
Which I do think, honestly, if they change it after you already get the job, then I feel like you should have some form of say.
Well, yeah, that's what like SAG-AFTRA's for and all that, like the union. The union.
I'm gonna commit.
Like, you can't suddenly be like, you have to be naked for the scene, by the way. Like, yeah, after you were already like, I was told I wouldn't have to do a nude scene. Like, Anna Kendrick will never do a nude scene.
I agree.
Because she's like, my body is the one thing that like I only want to give to one person.
Damn, this right here is gonna suck for a second, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so sorry, but no, that's respectable. I do like when people have their boundaries and whatnot, and I hate how that makes it so much harder for them to get jobs. It's like, come on, dude. It's not.
It's then there's like there's one other actor, I can never remember his name. He usually plays a bad guy. He's a great actor. He's in The Tin Man, and he's in a bunch of stuff. But anyway, he was almost blacklisted basically.
I jumped. I didn't just walk off.
Sometimes in old games like this, if you are falling before you hit the X button, it just won't jump.
That's fair.
I had that issue with Apescape.
Gotcha. But
he refused. Damn.
it's so much about timing, and then also I have to like do something.
You need to get jump over there when it's coming back.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why you see me waiting a second.
But he refused to do any scenes where he was kissing a woman. I mean, I think kissing anybody, but specifically like kissing a woman. Oh damn! Game over.
I know.
We're gonna finish this conversation, then we'll just get back to that point. But he refused to do any scenes where he was ever kissing anybody because, where he was kissing anybody because he was like, I'm married. The only person I should be kissing is my wife. So I will not do a scene where I am intimate in any way with anybody. And then just nobody hired him.
Yeah,
and it's so like, ass. Well, and to be fair, it's like, okay, man, you're gonna have a very limited amount of roles where you can only go for roles where you are not in a relationship with somebody, right?
So possible. There's so many.
It's possible, but it's like these are your consequences for that decision as an actor in this career. That's up to you. No one's gonna fault you for it, but good luck. And he's finally starting to get more roles and come back, and he's gotten to a point now where people are writing roles for him, where it's like, I want him in my stuff, so I'm gonna write a character who's single, or maybe he is married, but there's never any reason for him to be making out with his wife or whatever, whatever. And so it's like, those are your principles. But just like if somebody's like, I won't do nudity, and it's like, well, Rob Zombie or Quentin Tarantino want nudity in this movie, you're not going to get the role. Okay.
Yeah.
You sacrifice that. But at the same time, there's a lot of actors who kind of, it's like, there's like almost like a curse on nudity where it's like, once you do nudity, it's almost harder for you to get roles. Kate Winslet, almost every role she's been in has a nude scene.
Yeah.
She's known for that now. And she's a very respectable person. Like, she's a very like modest person whenever you see her like do interviews on carpets and stuff like that. But nearly every role she's in, she's known for being the actress who does nude scenes. And so that's like, people will call her being like, we need a nude scene. And she's like, well, I'm in my 50s or 60s now, but fuck it, I guess. Like, everyone else has seen him 100 times.
It's so sad.
But no one's going to call Meryl Streep for that.
That's true.
So it's I think people get typecasted based on their morals and decisions and their limitations, and that can be hard. I mean, but at the same time, again, if the director or screenwriter, whether they're Rob Zombie, Quentin Tarantino, or otherwise, if they have a vision and you're not willing to do it, that's fine. But you're not going to get the job. So, but anyway, that weird discussion about cinema over. We're going to get there. Emily's going to get back to that point. I'm going to eat my potato. And we'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye.
We love you. Bye.